I love Everything Is Love because it's really a Beyoncé album featuring Jay-Z. No shade to one of the greatest rappers of all time, but Beyoncé is really outspitting him on here, and I'm here for it. Beyoncé is really showing us that she is the alpha Carter. This is just proof that she's been in control this entire time. The Ape Shit video is a masterpiece. It juxtaposes Black bodies and Black culture with this fine art. And they are showing that we too, our art, Black culture, Black people, are masterpieces. And sure, Jay-Z is a part of the video. He's great in it, but Beyoncé really takes hold of it. She even raps his lines, and she is clearly the dominating force in this. The trilogy of albums depicting the love story of her and Jay-Z, they didn't happen that way by happenstance. She is the one who called the shots and knew exactly how she wanted to tell her story. She has agency over everything in her life. It's not just a story of Beyoncé's love with Jay-Z. It's a story of self-love. It's a story of her loving herself and staying true to herself enough to know and demand greatness from everyone who works with and for her. It's a story of her demanding greatness from herself. I mean, she's able to be the first Black woman to headline Coachella, the whitest music festival, and turn it into the blackest show. Honestly, this entire time, she's been playing double dutch, just waiting for her chance to hop into the ropes and really steal the show. This really goes back to her Destiny's Child days. I mean, you have songs like Bills, 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 which may seem like a fun song about a woman demanding a man to pay her bills, but really she's demanding reciprocation for the emotional labor that she gives in the relationship. You also have it on songs like Bootylicious, which is a song overtly embracing the Black female form, curves and all, and taking control and agency over it. My body too bootylicious for you. Then in 2003, she dropped her first solo album, Dangerously in Love. It got a few haters. I mean, the New York Times even ran a story comparing Ashanti to Beyoncé. She could have went back, she could have listened to the naysayers, but she didn't doubt herself. She stayed true to the path that she was on and ended up creating an instant classic with B-Day, which outsold her first album and shut down any haters. Not only was B-Day versatile, but it had hit after hit after hit. Songs like Upgrade You really showed that she was more of an alpha than people were giving her credit for. She leaned into her womanhood. She leaned into her sexuality. She leaned into her Blackness. Then we get into an entirely different era of Beyoncé when she drops 4. This is the first album that she dropped where her dad, Matthew Knowles, was not her manager. Once she severed business ties with her dad, you could really see her take control and lean into her own genius. But then we really lean into it with Self-Titled. Self-Titled was her first surprise album. It came with no promo, no warning, nothing. It was a visual album that really shifted the culture and shifted what we even thought art could be and what we even expected from Beyoncé. In the Bow Down era, we're seeing how untouchable she is, and we haven't really seen as much vulnerability up until Lemonade. When she drops this, the world stopped yet again because it was a gut-wrenching, heartstring tugging, amazing album that was for us. And when I say for us, it was for Black women, and she was giving us the center stage by telling her story of infidelity and issues within her marriage with Jay-Z. What's powerful about how they handled this whole Lemonade 444, the Carter's trilogy, is that she has really been in control of the relationship and of the dialogue the entire time. She's gonna sit there, give you Lemonade, let you talk about it, then send her husband to make his album, begging for forgiveness and begging for his wife back. We see him at her feet in the latter part of Lemonade, and he has to submit. We don't see men submit as Jay-Z has with this trilogy. It's really empowering for women, especially women who have felt they've been wronged or have dealt with any type of emotional abuse from a man who thinks that he is the one who's supposed to hold the power. Lemonade was so specific to Black women, but the world was listening. Everyone was paying attention. And that is the beauty of Beyoncé. That is the beauty of how she wields her power, and how when she plays this game of double dutch, she's in control of the turners, she's in control of the people looking, she's in control of the ropes. Beyoncé's artwork, her genius, they cannot be understated in this house that she's built. And that is why she's both queen and king bee.